Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another podcast episode with Get Well with Leadership. Today I'm here with.
Earl Anthony II, the current president of Louisiana Leadership Institute.
I'm Devin Bryant.
And I'm Brendan Bryant.
And today we're just going to be talking a little bit about second semester of high school and middle school. And we're just going to give some words of motivation for people out there who are struggling to finish strong throughout the school year. So what has second semester been like for you guys?
So far for me, second semester hasn't been too bad. I feel like second semester is when you're really trying when everything is calming down, you're adapted to how your year's gonna be. You know who your teachers are, who your friends are, stuff like that. I feel like that's really just the time where everything dials down. You just focusing on getting your grades and everything straight. In my opinion.
Yeah. What about you?
It's been fine. Teachers sometimes doing the most.
Right. Yeah. Okay. What about you?
All right, so the thing is with the second semester, the school I go to, we have a different type of schedule. So I have not for my second semester, I have entirely new teachers,
Right.
new classes. It's nothing the same, but it's still you got to work harder the second semester than the first semester. So
Definitely.
yeah.
And I think it's also because coming back from Christmas break, it's just everyone's thought they graduated, but we're here again.
You come back, you so tired, you like, oh, I gotta go back to school again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That first week back too.
Yeah.
It'd be over.
And ain't gonna lie, with these two last weeks, both missing having Monday off or whatever.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
know this next week gonna be something.
Right.
So David, how has what's your name? Having a new schedule and everything affected?
All right. So first I gotta explain how it works for me, right? So I get 4 classes in the first semester and 4 classes in the second semester.
Mm-hmm.
Each semester has 4 different classes. Now, for me, being a senior, what you would do, you usually would get 2 classes instead. But because of some circumstances, I have 4 classes. Now, I have English, I have my history class, and I have 2 PE classes, which I don't do anything in. Now, that's not what we're gonna talk about because it's just PE, PE. The English and the history classes are easily the 2 hardest classes with the 2 hardest teachers at my school right now, right? So basically, right? Now, first semester was me cruising through. If I try to cruise through like I did last semester, I'm gonna fail. So you gotta lock in.
Wait, what do you mean cruising through?
It's more or less. I had really easy work, really easy teachers. It was easy to gel with. It's not the same no more. No.
Is it also hard with planning for after graduation?
Yeah, it's plus I don't even have any time to plan for after graduation because despite the fact that I'm only taking 2 classes, all of my time is taken up. It's always work. So
right.
You never get a break.
Do you have a job too or no?
I mean, I work at LNI.
Yeah.
Not like
I think for me, what's hard with second semester is getting ready for senior breakfast and getting ready for graduation, getting ready for prom and all this other stuff while balancing a job and having all these extracurriculars and everything. And so that's where I find it the most difficult to just have a balance between school planning and work and everything too, especially with applying for colleges. Colleges, they're so hard to communicate with, especially if you are just now applying and everything and just trying to get in and yeah, you just missed the deadlines and everything. You're just dang, So how's that experience been with you?
Well, for me, it is a challenge in my opinion. Trying, like you said, it's a lot of my teachers have been just pouring work out to me. If I finish one assignment, whatever, I get a project out of nowhere. Then if I finish the project, then another teacher give me some other work.
Yes,
so
back to back.
It's I don't be having time to actually put forth what I want to do in my future for real. And I feel honestly, if the teachers if they would lay back a little bit, I'd be able to focus more on what I want to do in college. Because there's a lot of stuff you gotta figure out, what dorms, how your dorms gonna look, what you gonna bring with you, all types of things like that. And especially if you try to move, because I'm personally kind of want to move out of state, so I gotta figure out where, like I said, with dorms and everything, what I want to bring, who do I know that's in that area, and certain things like that.
Yeah, it's just a lot to take on, I would say.
Mhm.
Is anyone planning like, going the military route?
It's an
No.
option right now.
Yeah.
For me personally.
So have you been like, focusing on that too?
Yeah, my sergeant actually, shout out Sergeant Adams. He had me applying to this school called West Point, which is like a Army officer school, if I'm correct. And like I believe if I'm if I'm correct on this, I believe the school itself is free or whatever. It's just really hard to get it accepted into the school.
Yeah.
And when you graduate from the school, you're gonna have to serve 4 years of active duty as an officer. So you don't start off as a regular you don't start off as a regular cadet. You just automatically get that position in active reserve as an officer.
Yeah. So is there anything that if you guys could go back to maybe the beginning of your senior year or maybe the beginning of your school year or anything, is there anything that you would have done differently?
Yes.
What I would have done,
Mhm.
I would have started applying for colleges as soon as possible.
Definitely,
I'm
facts.
Late, I'm late to the
literally.
game. I'm late to the game, and
When did you start applying?
like a month ago.
A month ago? It's okay. I applied, I think, at the end of December because for me, I enlisted into the military, I think, around the time everyone started applying for colleges. So I was under the impression that since I was not going to be back from basic training until next in October or November, that I was not going to start college until next year, meaning I had to apply when I got back.
Yeah.
But it was miscommunication between me and my recruiter and everything, and so I ended up applying like in the end of December, but I ended up getting accepted around last week to 3 schools.
That's good.
Yeah. So what about you? Would you do anything differently?
Yeah. So I've been kind of like at this first semester, I've been slacking off.
Yeah.
My grades have been getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I would have just started doing my work.
Yeah.
Then and there.
Do you struggle with like procrastination at all? Yeah, me too. It's okay. You too?
Yeah. Procrastination is one of my New Year resolutions. I don't necessarily believe in a New Year's resolution because I feel like if you feel like you need to work on something, you should just start working on it right then and there. You shouldn't have to have a special day or whatever to start doing something. Because actually, I'm gonna get off topic if I start talking about that. But
no, it's cool. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, but, with New Year, with having a certain day like that, I feel like, well, for one, I know a lot of people say, "Hey, this year I'm gonna start working out or whatever," and then after like the first week, I give them the first week, nobody be at the gym anymore. It'd be the same people you see every day, because I feel like a New Year's resolution should be what motivates you in order to do something.
New Year, new me.
You should have that discipline already inside you. You really want it, you know. But personally, procrastination is a really big issue I be struggling with sometimes. And with me, and then when everything gets too heavy, sometimes it just feels like I just gotta take a break from everything and just be ghost, really, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I feel like procrastination, with me procrastinating a lot, that has really affected like how my senior year has been going so far.
Definitely.
I feel like, honestly, in my opinion, if I communicated more with certain people and did less procrastinating, and I feel like I would be in a good position right now, honestly. Even though I'm not in a bad position when it comes to college or anything, I feel like I'd be in a way better position.
Yeah, that's understandable. And I think with procrastination, sometimes it's more so us like not prioritizing the right things. You know what I mean? Because for me, I had to realize that it wasn't just me procrastinating. It was more so me just having my priorities like messed up. Like I prioritize maybe work over school, money over school. And it's like, that's not what I need to be doing right now. You know what I mean? So my advice to anyone out there that's struggling with procrastination would just be to make sure that your priorities are in check and also just do it, start setting timers, I'm going to do this for this many seconds. I mean, not seconds, sorry, this many minutes or whatever. And then once you kind of get into it, you kind of realize that you hit the flow state. You know what I mean? Yeah. Get everything done. So if there's any advice that y'all could give to students out there that are struggling with finishing strong through the second semester, what would it be?
just start doing it right now. Like just saying like procrastination stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just do it now. Because if you the second you decide, oh, I'm gonna do this later. No, I'm gonna do this later. I'm gonna do it tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. Look, you could say you're doing it in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That 5 minutes, when you get to that 5 minute point, you can say, you actually, you know what? I'm gonna change that to 10 minutes. You gotta do it immediately as soon as you see it. Because as soon, if you don't do it as soon as you see it, you might not end up doing it at all. So
facts.
Oh, I guess I go. For
Okay.
one, there's this book I've been reading recently. Can I say the name of the book?
Yeah.
Okay, it's called Developing the Leader Within You, and at a certain point in the book, it was talking about taking risk in life, and I believe that's a thing a lot of people aren't willing to do. But if you really want to, in my opinion, if you want to make it in life, you're going to have to take a lot of risks.
Definitely.
Because the story of Icarus, like even though yes he flew too close to the sun, at least he flew. So in my opinion, if anywhere, like anything you want to do, you're gonna have to, take a risk. You're gonna have to sacrifice something to get something better.
Yeah.
So that would be my best advice to you. Take risks and just enjoy your life.
Period. What about you? Me? If I had any advice for students out there that are struggling to finish strong through this semester, it would probably be to just give yourself grace. Honestly, sometimes we're too hard on ourselves, and sometimes we don't give ourselves the recognition that for things that we are doing right. You know what I mean? Because one step ahead is better than not moving at all. So yeah, it would be to just give yourself grace, take your time, just breathe, and everything's gonna work itself out. What about you?
Yeah, like going off what he said,
Mm-hmm.
you should like
It's okay. Take your time.
do it when you see it,
Mm-hmm.
but don't rush. Like take it slow. And yeah.
Yeah, I understand that because actually that was also in the book I read too. It was talking a lot about doing things right then and there. Because like you said, if you say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this in 5 minutes," you probably gonna forget about it and be on the next topic.
Mm-hmm.
So like Devin and said, I believe, yeah, just do whatever you got to do, get it over right then and there, for you won't have to worry about it later on.
Yeah. If there's one more thing I could add though, it would be put that phone down.
True.
Put the phone down. Like seriously, I
say
think
throw it across the room.
throw it, lock it somewhere. Lock it up. Ask your parents to take your phone because honestly, what I'm starting to realize is like our phone is like our biggest issue. When I feel like I'm experiencing some sort of like anxiety or I'm experiencing some sort of like paranoia or just like overthinking, I reach for my phone. And honestly, that's a bad thing because we're getting like these false like dopamine hits and it becomes like addictive, and so it keeps us from indulging in things that we need to be doing or like, getting stuff done. So honestly, I would say when you get home from school, work, your extracurriculars, just put the phone somewhere where you're not going to touch it and just get everything done. And then you'll be happy that you even got anything done at all. You know what I mean? And then you can have the phone later on or whatever. But honestly, that would be my biggest piece of advice. Put the phone
down. Going off of what Kennedy said, actually, I got a story. So like, in my opinion, I feel like I do my best work when I don't have my phone. Honestly,
yeah.
Like when it comes to socializing, getting work done, all types of things like that. Because actually, over the summer, I went to this. It was for JRTC,
and
it was called JCLC. And basically, at the beginning of it was for 1 week, I believe. And at the beginning of the week, they took everybody's phone. And I feel like with them taking our phones, that allowed everyone to communicate on a way different level.
Yeah.
And like Kennedy say, I feel like phones are really what's holding our generation back.
It definitely is.
Because everybody got their face in their phone instead of actually communicating with the people around them, which is like creating a lot of anxiety and social detachment, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I also feel like it is hindering us to a very large extent because we rely on it too much. Like, honestly, like having access to a phone, it kind of hinders your like ability to think for yourself and also hinders your ability to what's like
focus.
Yeah, like to focus and everything. And so, because I feel like we are like the microwave generation, as the older generation will call us. We like things like now, we like it easy, we like it, right away. But honestly, if there's like, anything that we should be doing, I think we should be practicing like giving ourselves time to just be away from our phones for every reason, not just, procrastination, but for everything.
But that makes me think of AI, right?
Yeah.
Now we have started to use AI for everything. Like I can tell you right now, I can go to my school, ask 50 people, do y'all do y'all work or do y'all use Chat GPT for it? And I'm only gonna get 1 or 2 people that say, oh yeah, I actually do my work. Because now that we have access to Chat GPT, we don't even have to think to get our work done. We just look stuff up. Now, being able to just have any kind of answers you need at any moment, it's not really gonna benefit you in the long run because you're not gonna have that AI forever.
Yeah.
Now, there's gonna be circumstances where, I can't use AI. I can't look this up. I forgot my phone. What I'm gonna do? And then you can't even think in your own head. So
yeah, honestly, it gets so bad to the point where some people like it's like muscle memory to just reach for your phone when you're like in any type of inconvenience,
And going off of the AI, am I feeling like, from what I know, last semester, I was like, I used to use AI a lot in my opinion, but this semester I told myself like I'm not going to use AI as much as I used to. I feel like AI is still something our generation need. Well, not need, but I feel like it's a useful tool that we can take advantage of if you use it correctly.
Yeah.
Because there are certain things you don't need to be using AI for, such as like homework and stuff. That's because I feel like homework is made for you, for the teacher to understand you on your critical thinking for real. Like that's where you really like algebra, in my opinion. Like that's more so trying to problem solve than just work for your teacher to give you, in my opinion. So you being able to solve them problems is going to help you in the long run, rather than just using AI to do everything for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like hearing that, it made me think about it like this too, right? Let's say someone wants to be a doctor. Yeah, they're done getting their degrees or whatever. They finally get to be a doctor. Now they get a patient and they say, I need you to do this and that. And then they looking around and see what a Chat GPT is. Chat GPT, how do I help this patient? And then you're gonna get them messed up for life.
Right.
It's like
exactly like that. That makes me think of, I don't know if y'all seen this. It's obviously an old movie now. It was called WALL-E or whatever.
Yeah.
And I know they got on the ship at one point and the humans really couldn't do anything on their own.
like they couldn't even walk. Like,
they couldn't walk. The captain himself didn't even know how to drive the ship, I believe. And they was relying on I forgot the AI name, but they was relying on the AI to do everything for them. And not to spoil the movie, but the AI was really the bad guy and everything, and blah blah blah. But I'm saying all that to say, like, I believe that our generation is going to a state like that, in my opinion, because we are relying too heavily on AI.
Yeah.
To do everything for us.
Definitely.
I got a question, but is that all right? Because this is gonna bring the conversation off topic though. Right.
Fine, my opinion.
Do you think we should continue evolving AI?
No.
Because
No.
Okay, because like y'all know, it's gonna get what we facing now is gonna get worse if we do.
True.
But
Definitely.
things could get better depending on how things go. So
see, I feel like it's the same thing with. I feel like we should honestly, but it's like the same thing with weapons, in my opinion, because like it depends on the wielder for real.
Yeah.
And I don't believe humans are ready for AI to progress. Same thing as like when it comes to certain weapons or whatever, because I know there's a saying like it's not, the gun doesn't kill the person, it's the person holding it. So same thing with AI, in my opinion. It really depends on who the person is actually using the AI. Because like I said, I can take the person I was from first semester and the semester we're going in currently. In first semester, I feel like I was using AI more recklessly than this semester, where I'm actually using it. The only time I really use it is to help me like create study guides or anything like that.
Yeah. So yeah, if there's any, advice that we can give you from, the podcast, it would just be to stop using AI and also just, give yourself grace and stop procrastinating, do things right away when you need to do it. And yeah, just have fun, Everything's
your
going to work
senior year.
itself out, definitely. So that'll be the end of this episode. We would hope to see you in the next one.